Go.
Okay, first off, the position of your spindle is very critical. There is a thin side, and then there's thick side on three sides of the spindle. So the set screw on your lever, it has to puncture the thin side of your spindle. So that's critical where you're mounting it. Also with your latch, which this is the privacy latch, one side is flat, the other side is where the actual pin screws into. It has threading. That's critical on which side you're going to lock the door on, as well as your the placement of your spindle into the latch. Here's the latch, here's the spindle. On a privacy function, you have a spindle that twists. This is because of the locking function. On one side, you have a push pin that actually pushes in that can only go in one way. I'm going to demonstrate real quick. So in order to put the latch through the spindle, you have to push it in, being mindful of where your thin side of the spindle is. So I'm going to go ahead and put it in so that the thin side is facing this way. I'm going to push in the button so that it goes all the way to the middle here. It's the same idea as where the thin side of the spindle is on this side. So now I'm locked in. I can't move the spindle. Put my lever on. Now, these set screws will tighten into the spindle and puncture the steel because it was the thin side of the spindle. Now you can see the latch is moving this side and this side. Okay? Now, this spindle right here, the latch right here, it's going to turn if you don't have the actual faceplate on it. Faceplate must go on, secured with screws. Now, this cannot turn. Can't turn. So now it won't hit the wall or hit anything like that. Now, your handle might not work, might not function properly if you were to, got to push the button in, pull the spindle out. If you put the spindle in the opposite side, where this piece is not going through the latch, it can only go to a certain point. It stops, it doesn't go to the middle line. Now if you put this onto your handle, you can still put your handle on your door. Now as you can see, watching the latch here, you're pulling a handle, but nothing's happening to the latch. This side, it does work. This side, it doesn't. So those might be some of the issues you're having.
How do you stop it? Hit it again?